Hey there, welcome back to IST. And today is a very special day because we are doing a slightly bigger project than we normally do. And this project is so big, in fact, it's not my project at all. I will be someone's partner. I'm not the leader of this project. My classmate, shopmate, and friend, Josh. Come on in, Josh.
Excellent.
Can you explain what we're doing today?
Absolutely.
Can you go a little more to the
Sure.
front?
Absolutely, I can explain what we're going to do. We have outside a ton of boxes, model trains, tracks, and of course, command system. We will be plugging that into a computer through a serial to USB connection and controlling all the train's functions through the laptop. Fully computerized, 8-bit train. That's
Alright, cool, so
decoder.
shall we head out there and go do it?
Absolutely.
Alright, then let's go. Alright, so we're out here. This is the actual main area of the shop. This is one of the two sides. And everything is here. We have, right Josh, everything's here?
Yeah, everything's here.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a time lapse of us setting this up and just have some background music and just enjoy the background music.
Yeah.
So, train goes here because it's a stop train.
Yeah, because
Alright,
sometimes
so
even the best of train drivers sometimes don't sound like type, and that will actually catch it.
Yeah,
so
yeah, because I can see
explain
it.
what you're doing.
This is a command system. It costs $400 MSRP, but $350 for good retailers. Such as Legacy Station.
Jeez! Oh my god.
Here
Wow.
is the remote control. The glorious train remote.
You know, they said it's probably expensive. It is.
This is actually on the more expensive end. You can get much cheaper.
Show it again, show it again.
Oh, yeah, sure. This is like the highest end, though. You can get really cheap stuff.
My thing was, on my side that I have an older version of this.
Like, no,
Well, it had a dial.
Oh, I have one of those too. Like it had a red, yellow, no, green, yellow,
Yep.
red. Yeah, I have one of those too.
I used to have like a gold one that had just like two levers on it where it was either backwards or forwards.
I have one of those too. You can develop my trains. It's gold, a little bit rusty, and it just had that little plastic
It
thing.
literally had two small plastic levers. It was backward, forwards, and backwards, and then speed.
Yeah, I have one of those too. I know.
Is this the charging port for it?
It's also where the command actually comes in.
Oh, okay. So
So it's the base station for all command operation.
I was hoping I could talk to your junior. I can get the serial number off that.
And then,
hold on.
you got indeed, these are for,
So now Josh can continue setup. No, what are these small?
those are for, updating the software, so we don't.
Oh, are these USBs? Oh, that's. Oh,
Yeah, they're for updating the system. More detail.
Yeah.
Of course, they use this to update the system, but they use
Wi-Fi.
this has gotten
So much more.
this is for authenticating.
Oh, okay, so
It's
you need
gotten
that.
so much more like advanced than last.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, this system was introduced in 2007 actually, and the one before it, that's on that one, was introduced in the 1990s. They've always had this stuff. It's just wait, where's the
It's just been coming back. That's tracks.
I'll keep that on the other side actually. I want to keep that locked nice. There you go. So here, put the flaps here. This magnet is coming off, but magnetically broken copies. Here you go.
Okay.
So this, remove this here. And we will need to look at the tracks as soon as I have to take it out. We will need to look at the tracks. So then as you can see, it's right on that.
Yes. So just have to go down.
Yeah.
If there's, just rub it, just check to make sure there's nothing that, like these are super shiny. This is what they can look like, it's just a couple seconds of rust dropping. So, it's really just. This is steel rails. They get oxidized. Scrub. Makes it nice and shiny again. Starting with tracks. Like this.
All right, since these are metal rails, and they're they're
Steel.
prone, they're
Steel rails.
Steel rails. Since
Nickel, silver,
they're prone to rusting. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take just some normal Scotch-Brite Brillo pads here and just scrub the rails until they're shiny. Alright, so that's it.
Yeah, quickly. So we got this. A glorious 8-bit. The EP5 electric locomotive.
Need a close up on that.
Say hello to the people. And the chunk is on the rails.
All right.
Don't bother with this, it doesn't even have the correct name on it. It says diesel locomotive. That's how generic this manual is, even though this is clearly, it's not.
And electric.
Yeah, it's an electric. My favorite kind. You don't technically have to put them up either. This does work on third rail in real life. It does both.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to put it up for just for fun's sake? Put those up.
Oh yeah. Put one of the back goes up. Whatever is going to be the front of the train.
Oh, okay. So the
The back one goes up. That's just how I've seen it done in real life.
I think it depends on which way it's going, right?
Some of the more advanced ones have motorized ones, so you can actually use the controller to make them go up and down.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
If I had one of those, I would change their direction every time, but instead I'm going to leave just this one out.
Okay.
For fun's sake, as you said.
Yes.
And now,
Comes to the fun part.
the engineer is NG putting this last few bit together.
The final setup.
Before I use the digital system, I gotta make sure this is working normally. You know, a final check of
Oh, I didn't even
sorts.
notice that it was double-ended. I thought it was just.
Oh yeah, it's double-ended.
European. Wait, no, European New Haven. What am I saying?
It's one of the the thing about
I
American.
think electric.
You think
trains,
European, yeah.
I think Europe.
We do have some here though. This and fun facts. Most American electric trains are double-ended, but there are no diesels that are double-ended. It's just the electrics, pretty much. Okay, computer base.
What's the third one for?
It's for if you have another kind of system, but I don't have it, so it's just you don't need to use it at all. Okay, twist, 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 and it's attached. I'm not gonna plug this into the computer just yet though, because as I said, I want to test it normally first to make sure it's nice and functional. So you have to give these things ID numbers. Can anyone guess what ID number I gave this one?
1.
You can only give it 2 digits maximum.
69.
Hint.
Probably like 37, right?
I gave it 79.
Oh, 7. Okay. Oh, wait.
Wait a second, did I plug in? Nope, that's good.
Doesn't fit.
No, the whole point is that it's a converter. So.
Yeah.
So it's
It's all set.
alright. And now I'm gonna take this pad off and leave it here. I'm going to start. These two systems, power and command control,
So they're live. They're live now.
live. Wait a second. He's in.
Oh,
The remote's like, I can't find the base. I wonder why.
there we go.
There we go. Now it lights up.
1 second.
I was like, wait a minute. Who are you?
There we go. Now as you can see, the lights are on and green and blue and orange and retry. Okay. 79.
Turn it down there.
Yeah.
You want these plastic things too? Yeah, let's do something with this little urine. Cool.
As you can see, that's why I need the bumpers. Right? And then no?
No? Alright.
Ta-da! Now, just you can get to the clips. You just clip, clip.
They're in men inside.
Clip. As you can see, those are 2 different ones. You will never mess up. And finally, clip. Now the shell is separated, and you can see these go to different areas, like the pantographs and lights on the front, so it knows when those are supposed to be on and all that. Also, the doors, which open, You can see inside the spring that holds it shut.
Open the door again?
Door open, and it snaps shut. And all these little bars are played separately. This is all the detail and all the fun. I'm pretty sure it faced this way when I took it off. So, yeah, you can see there's there's little detail inside, and of course the main attraction is these huge motors straight up and down. There's a worm gear that comes off of here, which drives the gears on the wheels, which is also where the pickup is. Back up into this wire management, which has everything. This is the brain of the train. All the circuits in here, we can see this thing, which is, it looks kind of like a CPU, but it's, you know, it's got Lionel's initials there because that's who made it.
It's the equivalent of a CPU.
So what?
It's the equivalent of a CPU.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of a CPU for the train. It takes in information from the rails, decodes it, and then tells the computer what it's supposed to do. And of course, we have the motors with big brass flywheels, which makes it smooth.
Now what is this right here?
What's what? This?
Yes.
No idea. It's probably, it's next to the speaker, so it probably has something to do with the sound. Or maybe it's controlling the directional lights. It could also be, because this thing can run in conventional mode, which means there's no digital signal. So this could probably be what, you know, the thing that tells it to operate normally. And this is just the brain, the computer, the
And this
the
black
8-bit
circle in the
body.
middle is the speaker?
This is the speaker.
Okay.
And now we get to reattach all of this. Now, 9-volt that is gonna be trouble. There we go. Now, push back on. Push it back over. And just screw it back on. Then it's all secure and ready to be operated on the actual rails for real. So that is the 8-bit brain of the compute of the train. And the command system has a 9-bit brain because it's slightly newer, and they work differently than normal computers. They went from 8 to 9 instead of 8 to 16 or 32 or anything else. Might be a bit overkill. For a train at least. Just a model train. A real train will have a 64-bit operating system, I believe, for all the LCD screens, but this is not a real train, so it doesn't need something like that. Not a real computer, just a pseudo-computer. Well, it is technically a computer because it takes in codes and does stuff with it, but it's only good for one thing. Train. Hello, we're doing a closing scene where we're gonna have the train go around real nice and fast. My power supply is so desperately underpowered that I can't even put the train cars on it because they eat up that extra bit of wattage that this thing needs to work properly. So, let's go. go. I have no idea how fast that is, real or scale. But the real one can do 105 miles per hour. This is the United States, where we still use the backwards old-timey system of measurement. That's roughly 170 kilometers per hour.
All right, so that was that. We're gonna head to an outro.
The engineer is here to end the video.
Oh, very nice, very nice. You should open with that. But, all right, so that was it for the video. I hope you liked it. And Josh, thank you so much for sharing your project with me and
I'm
everyone
wearing
else
it
who's
on my
watching.
shirt.
Thank you so much for sharing your hobby.
This shirt was $25.
And if you liked it, please like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on social media at Wyndham Tech IST. That's Wyndham Tech IST on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok now because we are a slave to trends. So, thanks. I'll see you in the next one.
Also, you can buy some of the cool stuff you saw on places like
No,
Legacy
no.
Station.